Hi, I'm Robin Leach. Let's get together for great days and great nights here on Channel 61 Christmas reel, Christmas reel, Christmas reel.
Let me ask you, first of all, by way of vital statistics, obviously the accent sort of gives you away that you are from England, but where did it all begin for you?
I was born in a town called Harrow, which is about 20 miles northwest of London. Harrow is famous because of a very, very private and exclusive school at the top of the hill where such dignitaries as Sir Winston Churchill were educated. However, I went to the school at the bottom of the hill. So even way back then as a child, I was looking up at the rich and famous.
I'm curious about what went on up there.
But ever since I can remember, as a real youngster, I'd always wanted to be a journalist. I always wanted to write. And when I went to my grammar school in England at age 11, every week I would sit down the typewriter and write a little story about the week's happenings at school, send them to the local paper with a note saying that the day I left was the day I would like to start work. Now, I got the traditional "thank you very much" and "your article will not be published," or "thank you very much, your article will be published." But do you know that in 5 years I never heard word one from the editor as to whether I'd be able to come and work for them? I left school on the Friday, complete with my O-level certificates, and on the Monday morning at 9 o'clock I knocked on his door and said, "I'm here," and he said, "Your desk is waiting for you."
Seriously?
Seriously. That was my start of something big, if you like.
Well, then when did you make the journey across the water?
I came over here in 1963 when I was 21. I left England because we have a ridiculous system in Britain where you are a junior until the age of 28, you are a senior from the age of 29. And by the time I was 21, I was earning as much money as I could earn for the next 7 years. And that sort of stifles incentive and takes away work ethic. I went to my news editor. By then I was working for the Daily Mail, which was a large Fleet Street newspaper. And I'd said to the editor I would like to take a 2-year leave of absence. I flipped a coin, heads for America, tails for Australia, because that was, in Britain, those were the only television programs outside of British television programs that we saw. So it came up heads for America, and I arrived in the States, and it was probably the first time in my life that I immediately felt comfortable somewhere, even though it was a very wet, rainy and cold November night in New York City. I came here with $135 in my pocket, and I told my news editor that I was quite prepared, if necessary, to wait tables or to wash dishes in a restaurant for a year and then travel America, so that I could work hard for a year and then see the States for a year. And fortunately I didn't have to do either of those things, and I fell in love with your country so much that I decided to stay. And it's true, you know, we used to say in England that the streets of New York are paved with gold. Not quite, but this is the only country in the world that's left that is still the land of opportunity for everybody.